Alright guys, RoKage here and welcome back to the brand new video. Here we are again on Black Clover Mobile. So I have to re-record this video because, as some of you saw, I uploaded the video without my mic voice, unfortunately, so I have to re-record this. But anyways, this will be the updated version for the best teams to fight against the new raid boss that dropped yesterday. Today I managed to reach part 6. I still didn't beat part 6. I would beat it, most likely after many retries, but there was some kind of bug and at the same time my mistake. So on the part 6, when I was here, I will show you the footage at the end of the video. I'll put the time skips. And I accidentally click quick battle from this, and I pretty much quick battled the part 5. So RIP, but this team pretty much done such a good job. Okay, so let me first start with phase 1 and phase 2. I can assure you for 100% that these teams, you can use them to beat part 4, part 5, and then on part 6 for the phase 1, I can assure you for 100%. And then phase 2, I didn't have enough of retries, unfortunately, because of that bug, my mistake, whatever you want to call it. So I cannot be like 100%, but pretty much I took like 60% of his HP, so I was relatively close. Maybe a few adjustments, but definitely this will be helpful for you to beat like 4 and 5 part, and pretty much with that you will have enough to buy in the shop the biggest prize, which is the duplicate for the skill pages. Okay, so let me start first with the phase 1. Phase 1, the strategy is simple. I don't want that he gets a turn. That's why I'm using Julius, reducing mobility, William to increase the speed and attack of Julius, Lotus for decreasing the mobility, speed and many other things, and then Red Asta for additional DPS. Of course you can play around with this. The core of this team is Lotus and Julius. And everything else, it's on you. You can play around. You can even place a healer here. Why not? You can place, like for example, the best is to put another like DPS with different typing overall. For example, Red Yummy would be also a good choice here without any issue. So you can play around, you know. But definitely the core of this team is this too. And for me, like, also you can play some kind of buffers here, like Sally. You can go like this, Rill, like the buffer. You can really play around. But if you have these 2 units, you're gonna be able to beat part 6, phase 1 pretty much. Maybe you will have to use maybe a few retries or anything like that, but you're gonna beat it. You can also use maybe like Charlotte. Yeah, you can play around. But this is my best team that I managed to beat raid boss really quickly from the part 4 to part 6 super easily for the phase 1. Okay, so you will see now the run. Yeah, let me check out the run. I'll just turn off this sound, whatever. So this is the run that I've done, like I already said. Red Asta, Julius, William, and Lotus. So OMG, sorry. Let me go from the beginning. Okay, this is the start. So the first thing that I do is buff with William Julius. Get the speed up, increase speed, increase attack. Then I go with the ultimate of Julius because the boss itself is changing the typing every time you attack him. So he was red typing, perfect chance for me to use Julius. Now the next is doing the ultimate with Lotus to decrease speed and everything else. Then I use just a normal attack with Asta. You can play around on that department. Now I go with the skill 2. Again, screwing up his mobility, because overall you don't want to give him a chance that he uses attack. Okay, the boss. Of course he's gonna do a few attacks, but guys, he is applying burn, poison, electrocute and other things. He goes completely nuts. That's why the best strategy for this phase, in my eyes at least, is playing around with the mobilities and reducing the speed. I believe that's crucial. In that way you're gonna be able to maximize the amount of damage of your 2 DPS characters like Julius, Asta, and then you have William for the buffs, and then you have Lotus for decreasing that craziness. Like Julius will be the key character for this. I believe with everyone else you can play around, but Lotus, Julius, they're kind of must here, okay? But of course, I cannot say for 100% because I didn't try now million strategies. This one worked and I just went with it, okay, without any problem. So this is that phase 1 run for the part 6. Now part 2, unfortunately, because of that bug that happened to me, that mistake that I will show you in a moment, I don't have a winning run for the part 2. But I can tell you which type of teams I would use to try to beat it, and then you can copy paste it and play around, okay? So this is now phase 1 done. Okay, this is now the footage for the phase 2 that I didn't beat, but let me discuss about the teams. So this is my best team. In the video right now, you're gonna see this team, which is also legit. I can find now rates. By the way, my characters now, this one doesn't have gear, so that's why I have around 180k on both of my teams, by the way, okay? I don't know why I can't find rates now. Okay, here it is. This is the team also that could possibly work. So Noel here, this is like the present skill that I would use for the... So I would start with normal attack, like healing won't be necessary in the beginning, and then I would go with this one, maybe combination in between, it depends. Here I would start with this, like Rhea is like crucial here, I would say. Not crucial, but one of the greatest characters that you can use it right here, because you're gonna remove debuffs and you're gonna place them to yourself. That's really good. And then you have the ultimate, which will do most damage. Noel using the barrier, super crucial. Then the ultimate, and then normal attacks. You can even start with normal attack, maybe barrier better. And then raids using that barrier, defense up and everything else, okay? So this is pretty legit team. Again, this is better, okay? I did test both of these versions. It really depends on RNG. Will you crit, will you won't crit, and those type of things, okay? So that's why multiple retries in my eyes are definitely needed. Mimosa, healing and revive, low key in my eyes, that's a must. Although you can try that, I didn't have a chance yet to try it, using full-on nuking strategy for Rhea, like buffing him like crazy and seeing how big of the damage he can do. If you have like really broken gear for him, crit gear, attack up gear and everything else, golden gear, you should be able to do like massive damage here, okay? So you can also play around, maybe placing not Mimosa, maybe you want to place Sally here, maybe not Noel, but you're gonna place Gosh here, okay? So go full on buffs to try it out. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know would this work, honestly. Would you do enough of the damage? It really depends on your gear, and do you have the duplicates on Rhea to maximize the amount of damage and everything else, okay? So that's pretty hard to say, you know. Okay, Charlotte, maybe you can also try her out to give that defense down, and that he applies that, how it's called, I cannot remember, but so you do bigger damage overall to the opponent. But this is pretty much where I get like really close, is this team. Where is Mimosa here? Because I got the barrier from Noel, damage from Noel, Rhea damage, Finral buffing the speed and attack, and then Mimosa healing and revive. I believe this team can work just fine, bro. But you can also place around like this, depending how you wanna. But it really is not easy, and multiple retries will be necessary. Now this is the run where I did with raids, not with Finral. You won't see such a huge difference, even if I had the run with Finral, which I don't, unfortunately. Maybe I have, I don't know. But this is just an example. So mainly here, Noel, boom, barrier. This will work just fine on the part 4 and part 5, by the way, okay? going with full-on barrier strategy with the healing and then damage dealing with Noelle and Rhea works just fine, okay? And I definitely believe that with this strategy, if I get a little bit luckier with the crits and everything else, if I remove raids and put Finral, I believe definitely I'll be able to beat this. Again, I repeat, both of these strategies work just fine for the part 4 and part 5, so it should be overall really helpful, even though I unfortunately don't have that phase 2 competition for the part 6 of the run. Okay. After this footage, I will show you that mistake that happened, okay? But pretty much here, main strategy is removing buffs from the opponent because they have plenty of those, okay? So Rhea is the man for this, absolutely. Then going with barriers as much as possible so I have survivability. Maybe here as well I could have played it better. Rhea here died. For example, I should have used the barrier from Noelle and then I should have clicked on Rhea. Like this, he would get additional barrier on top of that, plus the counters. So that's, for example, better way, and I would definitely have much better results here. Plus Finral here, which I don't have it, that speed up will give me that bigger mobilities and everything else, you know. Overall, I'll be faster. Like this, the opponent will go so fast, you're gonna see that I'll just die, bro. He'll just go constantly. So this run is nothing spectacular, but this is like the best that I can show you for now because of those buggy issues, my mistake, you know. And yeah, clumsiness overall, but still you're gonna see it's unfortunate what happened, but it's not a big deal. It's like whatever, okay? But still, this strategy should be helpful for you guys, okay? Attribute changes, of course, you should also time the ultimates on that one. So when you see it's a blue typing, the best is then to use the ultimate from Rhea if you have him alive, which I don't, okay? So yeah, that is pretty much all the tips that I can give you, and with this one you will definitely reach part 6 super easy and efficient, and at the same time you're gonna be able to get that SSR skill page without any problem. So part 6 is not even essential, guys, but definitely I will try to beat it tomorrow, which I will have many retries. Okay, and now pretty much when my Mimosa die, it's GG. That's it, you won't see anything better. The strategy is nice, the strategy is good, but need a little bit more work on this, and plus I want to use Finral and not raids, it will be just better. But please put your teams for the phase 1, phase 2, like this, the whole community will be able to see the best teams out there. This is my best teams, and which I'll be able to beat part 6 for sure. But yeah, it will take many more retries and better game plan, but this is just like few tries that I managed to do, and that's it. Okay, now I have the barrier, he's gonna keep on attacking me, and like this I will lose. Okay, I will lose over time. The ultimate is actually getting super crazy, but we did actually really good since my Mimosa is super slow here for some reason. Like, she doesn't get many turns. If I manage to revive Rhea, you can play around. Like, I wouldn't go here for full-on nuking strategy because you would have to have like crazy insane gear plus the crits. Hard to say. Okay, guys, let me just show you that bug, what happened here. I just died now. Like, when I lost Mimosa, it's GG. But let me just show you that bug. Okay, here it is. You will see now. Look, watch. Okay, boom. Look what I've done. I wanted to click on the start, and I managed to click here in the quick battle, and then I saw, yo, do you not have any food I was like, okay, now I just proceed to the battle, but that was quick battle. And like this, I done the quick battle on part 5. So yeah, that's the whole reason why I don't have many more tries for the part 6, but tomorrow we're gonna be able to try it out completely. Okay, that's that. Love ya, and yeah, see you next one. Bye.